This is the Dell Pro series laptop, and the one I have here is the 13-inch premium laptop. So if you've been curious about this laptop, or it's one of your choices in buying a new laptop for this year, in this video I would like to answer a few things. First, is the laptop any better? Second, is this enough for editing photos and videos? Third, is the price tag justified with all its offerings? As a full-time content creator, most of the time I usually do photo and video editing and casual gaming when I have time. And I want to give insight to those who've been eyeing this laptop. I'll be including some benchmarks and application I use on a daily basis to show some performance and see if it's worth your money. So the Pro series is a new lineup from Dell this year, and it comes in 3 variations: Dell Pro Plus, Premium, and Max. And there has been a few changes, so let's start off with the hard specs. For this model that I have here, it's currently running an Intel Core Ultra Series 2 at 268 volts with 8 cores at 5 GHz with integrated Intel Arc graphics card. It has 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, 1 TB M.2 storage, and of course Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth, and Copilot Plus PC on Windows 11. Alright, so why would you consider a laptop like this? Well, just based on specs, I'm assuming that you're always on the go and you need a system that is light and compact while it can perform well on your productivity. And in terms of games, it's probably not on your list. So this laptop has to look clean and minimal to give that professional aesthetics. Now, this laptop only comes in one color, and I'm glad they went with the graphite here. To be honest, I personally like this color, and they went with minimal branding from top to bottom. The body is made of recycled magnesium, and I really like the texture of it, and it's not a fingerprint magnet. Because of this material, the weight of this laptop is super light at just a bit above 1 kilogram. The actual size is not super thick or super thin, and yes, you can open the laptop with just one hand. Now, one of the selling point of Dell are their displays. And so for the one I have has 13.3-inch touchscreen display at 2560 by 1600 QHD with 500 nits brightness display, and they claim it to be made of Gorilla Glass, which is more durable. It covers 100% sRGB, so the colors are accurate for editing photos and videos and general consumptions. The refresh rate is only at 60 Hz, but overall, based on experience, Dell displays has been really good. The front camera has 8 megapixel on it, and here is a sample on how it looks. I think it's good enough. It has a switch to cover the camera for privacy, and overall the display is good, it's sharp and vibrant, and it's probably one of the things I really enjoy with Dell laptops. So let's open up the laptop and see what we can upgrade. Well, upon opening the laptop, keep in mind that this laptop is light and compact, and so I'm not expecting any sort of expansion on it. But so far, what I see here, it has a dual fan for cooling, and I like how these absorbers are laid throughout the board. I'm not sure if this is for heat or for something else. So far, I don't see any expansion slot for the RAM, so I'll be assuming it's soldered. But what I see is if you decided to upgrade your storage, you can. However, you're stuck with a mini M.2 SSD. I mean, overall, we can't expect too much from these lighter and smaller laptops. Now for the keyboard, I really like how it looks with its zero lattice layout, but I believe it has more space in between than the XPS, because on my XPS 16, I tend to accidentally press other keys and slow down my typing. But for this laptop, I rarely experience it. Also, now they have the top navigation as part of the keyboard, so you can actually press it, which I prefer more than the seamless design from the XPS lineup. The keyboard has 2 levels of backlight, and I like how the power/finger sensor is beside the delete button. The finger sensor is responsive. In terms of typing experience, it is subjective, but overall it feels good typing with it. I love it. For the touchpad, there's not much to say here. It's wide enough and it's very responsive. They also added an optional collaboration touchpad feature. It's a pretty cool feature which is only available when you're doing Zoom calls or Microsoft Teams. And it's for you to quickly navigate if you want to turn off your camera or mic. But overall, the touchpad is really good. No complaints here. For the speakers, I think it's good for general consumption. And what I noticed is that it can get really loud. And the sweet spot is probably around 30 to 60% volume to get that balanced bass and treble. The sound quality is good, it sounds stereo, but on a higher volume, it sounded a bit flat. But to be fair, it won't get any better compared to any other 13-inch laptop. But I would say the 14-inch MacBooks are a tiny bit better sound quality. So for the ports, I like what they've done here. On the left side, you get a full HDMI 2.1 if you want to plug an external monitor, one Thunderbolt 4 Type-C, and an audio jack. On the right side, you get another Thunderbolt 4 Type-C and a USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-A. Both Type-C can be used for charging. And in terms of Wi-Fi, here's a quick speed test. Keep in mind that my Wi-Fi can only go up to 1 gigabits per second. So far, there's a lot of things around this laptop that needs to be mentioned, but the overall quality of the laptop has been quite good. And before I show you some benchmarks, let me tell you about the sponsor of this video, Artlist. If you're looking to get high quality assets for your video production, content creation, and video gigs in general, Artlist is your #1 solution. They also recently added photo and video generative AI. Let me show you. Let's say, generate an image of a yellow air balloon in the mountains. Just wait for a bit, and done. Now, turn that into a video. You can now generate any of your ideas into an image and to a video by using their new feature, Generative AI. First is to choose your style from their highly curated AI models. Second, type your prompt and press generate. You can also generate 3 types of ratios for all types of platforms, and up to 3 images simultaneously. You can generate the images from 5 seconds to 10 seconds long and up to 1080p Full HD resolution. Perfectly covered by Artlist license for commercial use, regular updates as they always do for the latest AI models and styles. And as we all know that Artlist has everything that you need to complete your project from start to finish. You can definitely try it out for free, and if you sign up for an annual plan, link in the description below to get 2 months for free. Thanks again Artlist for sponsoring this video. So here's what you've been waiting for. Here are some benchmarks. So based on the results for productivity, this laptop is definitely more than enough to handle office work, photo and video editing as long as you use proxies for 4K footages. I also tested this and you can run multiple applications and it still runs smooth. For gaming, this laptop is definitely a 1080p at medium to high settings, very playable and quite better than expected considering it's an integrated graphics card. The temperature is also good. I don't have a heat sensor to actually test it out, but the keyboard itself doesn't feel hot at all. And the power adapter is also quite cool when I was gaming. Now for the battery life, I do have the 60-watt AC Ultra Light with mini adapter. I tested it and the settings are 60Hz refresh rate, 60% volume, and 100% brightness. And after quite a while, I got 4 hours straight of game time. But of course, if you want to get the full gaming performance, I would definitely plug it in. Now for general productivity, they claim it to be running around 20.8 hours, but based on my testing, I was getting around 12 hours to 15 hours of straight productivity, which was still quite impressive considering you're doing photo and video editing and just general office work. And considering the amount of hours, it was basically an entire day. And when I finally checked my battery, I have a remaining of around 10 to 11% in the end of the day. So if you're using this laptop just for general productivity, I think you'll be very impressed on how long this will last. Now for the price. The current model I have here is customized, which is at 2,700 USD, but for the base price at this time of recording, it's currently at 1,800 USD. So does all the features and offerings justify the price? Well, I know for sure that Dell is positioning this laptop for businesses and professionals, and I believe they are competing directly with Apple MacBooks with this, but at the same time, they are bringing some businesses to get these laptops in bulk. So I would say it is in the fair price range with the specs and aesthetics in mind, and I would still recommend getting this laptop or any other laptops from Dell when it's on sale, because I've known Dell and they do a lot of sale events throughout the year. So if you can wait for a sale event, this laptop will be worth getting. Lastly, is this laptop good enough for productivity and gaming? I think that the integrated Intel Arc GPU makes some pretty good numbers for 1080p gaming. And this is definitely a good laptop for photo and video editing, but just to keep in mind, if you're doing 4K editing, you'll have to use proxies for you to edit them. So I do recommend this laptop for Windows user, or if you want to switch from Mac to Windows, because I think Dell nailed this one. Especially if you're always on the go and you need a laptop that is light and compact, but at the same time powerful. And I personally think that this is going to be my go-to laptop when I'm on a trip, or just for general purpose when I'm always on the go. All photo and video applications will be there, just in case I need to do some heavy workloads while on the go. And yeah, I personally think that this is a good laptop. So hopefully this video helped you in some way. Please subscribe to my channel as it does help me grow my career as a content creator. Hit like for the algorithm and comment for any suggestions. Follow me on my social media, and as always, have a great day. Stay faithful, and here are some of my videos if you want to check my channel. Peace out.